All right, everyone, here we go with November 2023, the overview video. Doesn't matter what your sign is, this is straight up energy reading. Hopefully you've read my write-up on November at sltblog.com. I have done my best to break it down for you there. It's a very, again, like I said in that write-up, start setting your intentions now here at the end of October. It's extremely important that you take the most advantage of the 1111 portal and this extremely powerful Scorpio season. As far as the runners go, this pre-shuffle here, the incoming energy, has a theme to it. It's you know, in the past we've had very sentimental themes for November. I remember November 2021 still sticks out as a powerful month with Helplessly Hoping was our theme song from Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I mean, the lyrics there applied, everything applied. It was a very dreamy sort of energy, somebody looking at what they lost and that kind of thing, and you wondering if there was ever a hello in the first place. You know, those kinds of themes. Right here, the theme, Feel the Burn. It's more of Burn by Deep Purple than it is anything really helplessly hoping or dreamy or anything. It's Feel the Burn energy. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about this month. We're going to pull on it. Let's do it. And starting tomorrow, I'll run through your sign readings and I'll blow through the whole zodiac. And we'll see what's going on here. Give us a nice foundation. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Okay? I know it's November, but I'm not a fucking time lord. All right? This might affect you. Some of you in December. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. Burn. I got Deep Purple's Burn ringing in my head right now. Burn. Yeah, they're feeling it. Ace of Pentacles. I often call this grandma. It's just a surface energy. I said, give me the soulmate cycle for the month of November 2023. This is just me and the universe chatting. I'll share it with you. We'll get to the reading in a moment. But this is important energy. This is grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. It's the slowest. It takes forever to get anywhere here. But it's been a long time coming, but somebody here, it's crossed by the Lover's card. Somebody here is feeling the need to get out of the car and stretch their legs. Or maybe hit the gas pedal, something along those lines. They're feeling the connection on a very high level. And the energy is making it feel like it's something they can go after. It's something they can have. Now, the energy has done that before, but not under these conditions. All right, not under the conditions of November. Not with Saturn going direct in Pisces, ever. And this 1111 portal on top of a very powerful Scorpio season and Scorpio new moon, okay, coming this month. These are going to be some wicked readings this month. So anyway, Lovers crossed by the Ace of Pentacles, okay? Yeah, there you go. Urgency, the Knight of Wands. There's a frantic energy to this. Very frantic. It's not the usual brave, impulsive action. It's just really impulsive feeling. It's really antsy. Underneath that is why 10 Wands. Yeah. In the pre-shuffle itself, as a pre-shuffle, the 10 Wands is bookending the Ace of Pentacles. There's just a whole lot of urgency here, but there's that burn I talk about is this. All right? And this fire here. There's a lot of fire here. There's a lot of passion within the energy itself. Underneath that is 8 Swords. Yeah, no doubt. We'll just go a little deeper just for fun. 8 Swords. Yeah, I bet they're in their head about it. She looked like she's feeling the burn of something, right? But, you know, they keep themselves trapped. There's an Emperor, right? Right there. That's who we're talking about. And underneath that is 10 Pentacles and 8 Wands. Somebody here, it's not just about you. It's about they can't stay where they are. They can't. I said it earlier. I don't joke about anything that isn't in the energy. I said they feel the need to get out of that car. Grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. Imagine riding in that car for a long time. You want to get out and stretch your legs. Somebody wants to stretch their legs out here. There's a lot of stress about it. A lot of stress about it. They're not flowing with the energy properly. Not the way you guys probably are, and the way you keep coming up the other side. Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do this. We're going to clarify with the witches. And we're going to see where we go here. This first card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? All right. Sums the whole damn thing up. Also, my overall energy of the reading after the final shuffle crosses this card, Before the Cut. Keep that in mind. So, just for your own purposes. All right. But it's always nice if you understand how I view my reading. And then you can view it however you want from there. All right. Give me the soulmate cycle here, universe. November 2023. I told you this year would fly by. I said that at the beginning of the year. I said it's going to be a fucking blur. It is a fucking blur. I can't believe it's November. You got to be kidding me. November. Crazy. All right. Here we go. Why are we here? The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, on that feel the burn, they're feeling the burn theme, the Queen of Wands is phony. The Queen of Wands is superficial. The Queen of Wands puts up a front. I always talk about that. We're here, but always, it always falls on their head. This is the type of person, I'm not saying this is your person, it's just an example of how I can explain the energy. This is the type of person who buys a whole bunch of shit he or she can't afford. And that's fine. In the short term, you enjoy the fancy car and the fancy house, but at some point you got to pay for it. And it falls on a lot of people's heads, and usually crashes the economy when it does. But either way, it falls on a lot of people's heads. Right there. Everything is falling on their head. All their phoniness is coming back to bite them. Why? Because they're feeling that damn lover's card. There's a lot of stress in that pre-shuffle, and the cut cards back up the pre-shuffle. They expand on it. All right, what comes after the Queen of Wands? Yeah. See, everything I just said just got backed up. It's a devil. It's again, it's this person. I think I said this in the where did I say this? May have been the extended for the full moon reading. Something about a devil came out somewhere, and I said they listening to the wrong thing. They got their intuition and their ego mixed up. It's completely mixed up, and now it's falling on their head. All right? Okay, feel the burn. Yeah, it's going to burn. It's going to sting like a motherfucker. Like putting rubbing alcohol on an open wound. That's what's going on here. There's your visual. All right? Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. Let's get a reading. Let's get crazy. Let's do it. Let's see. Give me a crazy reading, universe. Let's go crazy in the energy. Let's go really deep here. All right? I'll go as deep as I can in this reading. I don't always like to do that for YouTube. Sometimes it's too much energy reading, but I'll go as deep as the energy will let me go. I'll put it that way. I can't say. Give me the soulmate cycle for November 2023. Give me a reading and let's go deep. All right, let's go. I can't shuffle anymore. The overall energy is justice. Well, when it burns, you need to do something about it. I mean, that's all I could say. What's fueling justice? Yeah, the Five of Cups. Somebody here needs to feel in the burn. There's your person out there. Now, when you get this card, when the DF side gets this, lately I've been saying you need to go outside, have a conversation with yourself, right? You guys, in a recent Twin Flame Journey reading, you guys got past this, onto this energy. This is a very good month to be the DF, okay? On the DM side, they're just dwelling in this, dwelling in it. And there's justice right there. And interestingly enough, I told you this justice card crosses that Queen of Wands, right? What did I say? It catches up in the end, right? Okay. All right, let's put it there. And our reading's on the flip. Right here's the energy around your connection in November 2023. Right here is their 3D energy, how they're behaving in real life, things going on around them. Right here's their soul. This is the hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the energy of connection. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. These motherfuckers use their free will all wrong, like a lunatic with a sword, just spinning around and cutting stuff and tearing stuff down. Crazy. Toons is the driving cat right off the road still to this day. So I can't predict free will, but I can tell you about the energy. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses I'm going to extend this. And this is the only extended I'm doing, this overview, for the entire zodiac fly-through. I'm not extending any of the sign readings. All right? I'm just going to go super, super deep on them and do what I need to do. If I need extra cards, I'll pull extra cards. All right? So this is your November right there. So if you want the extended, the link will be in the description. But let's see what we get here. Because so far, I'm feeling the burn. What's the energy of the connection? Overall energy of justice with Five of Cups. One of the cards that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. And look, as I do that, somebody needs to get happy here. And this is happiness. And this is charging forward. And this is sadness. And this is happiness. On top of the whole thing. Oh my God. Somebody need to do something here. What's the energy of the connection? 10 Cups. Right now, it's all just a fantasy. It's all just a dream. And that hurts. There's all they can see, all the income. I'm pulling on the incoming energy. That's all I care about right now. And all they can see, all they can feel is this. All right? They're seeing, when they think about this connection, they're not thinking, oh, well, it was probably would have been shit. No, they're thinking, oh, it probably would have been sitting on a rainbow. Oh, my God. Right? Yeah. That's all they can see. But right now, it's all just a fantasy. That's a hazy energy coming off of that. Okay. Let's see. Somebody need to fix that. And that makes them very sad. Because it all fell on their head. All their phoniness. You can't keep up an act forever. Even if you're the greatest actor in the world, you can't stay in character 24/7. It's very hard. Yourself is there. It has to come out once in a while and stretch its legs. Yeah. Their true self is going to emerge this month. Whether or not they shove it back down the hole, I don't know. What happens in 3D? What's going on around them in their life right now? Three of Pentacles. I would love to say they're starting over, building a foundation, wanting to come toward this fantasy of this connection, and they definitely want something. No, this came up as well. I think it was part of the full moon extended. I'm not sure. You guys would know. This is someone here who is trying anything to get rid of this. Okay? It makes them sad. It makes them sad, and all they can see is happiness, and then they need to fix it, and they're going to need to do something, right? And it's somebody here who might be taking on new projects, taking on all kinds of things, saying, oh, yeah, I'll plan the holiday parties, don't worry about it, even though it's a pain in the ass and they never would do it. You know, it's that kind of thing. We'll see. That's what's going on in their life right now. Some sort of anything. Can I get anything going? That's the energy off of it. Okay, the soul, their soul bookends this 10 of Cups. Yeah, see, this is why. This is why this is here. It's exactly why. The soul is like, you know, you want to go toward this. Look at where the happiness is. No, I just want to get something going. I just want to sort of brush it off. The net result, and I think this card here is tied very strongly to that devil. Right? They're listening to the wrong voice, the wrong thing. Intuition, their soul, all of it. Every fiber of their actual being, which is who we really are, lives in the soul. Their actual being is going to go toward this. Go toward that happiness. It makes them nervous. There's children on the card here. They don't know what to do with this. So rather than deal with it, they're going to try to get something else going. I don't think that's going to work. It's tied to devil energy. It's going to backfire on them. A lot's going to fall on their head here. A lot's going to backfire. Hidden energy, message from the universe, technically read with 10 cups, but yeah, 6 of swords. Yeah. Again, this connection just feels really nice. And I've said this before, this has been coming up in this energy. They don't have anything to go back to. You know, there's really, for the happiness, there's one option, and it's either you or what this connection taught them. Flow with the energy of the connection itself. Because like I said, in the early days out here, there's you and there's them, and in the middle, think of it like a big silver ball of energy, is the connection. It's there to teach each side something. It's not about the two coming together and being together. Sometimes that happens. But all they need to do is give in to this. Give in to the soul. And everything will smooth out, is what the universe is saying. All right, what's the potential final outcome? I don't think this is going to work right here. But I don't know. It's red with the 3 of Pentacles and everything in this position. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. This connection, well, it's a card of the student. It is a communication card, technically. It might be somebody, again, I pointed to the children earlier, so they might be very nervous to approach, and just rather than deal with that, because that hurts their ego to be nervous. I can't be nervous. I'm the coolest person on earth, right? So, you know, they try to distract themselves away from it. But that's only part of the energy. The main part is they're going to learn when they try to do this that it's not going to work. I believe that's true. I do. Because it's tied so much to that devil energy. And devil energy always backfires on you. It always catches up in the end. All right. Let's go. Let's clarify with the witches. Let's talk about it. 10 cups. Very dreamy. Dreaminess around this connection right now. It's very dreamy. Tell me about 10 cups. Tell me about it. Why is it here? Let me fix this. Make it look all pretty. Okay. There we go. 10, that's not right. Okay. I hate looking at my monitor. I should just stop. I'll just stare at the table. All right. 10 cups. Get fidgety. Try to adjust the energy. All right. Like those old rabbit ears used to have when I was a kid on the television set. You just move it around and get it to come in real good. Why's the Ten of Cups? This is pretty clear energy here. It's coming in just fine. Six of Cups. So what did I say? It's dreaminess. The environmental energy around that Ten of Cups is Six of Cups. A lot of nostalgia, a lot of thinking. Makes them smile, you know? And again, there's an urge in the energy to do something about it. You can have this. It's a manifestation that they want. And we're going to get that within this energy. It's a powerful energy of change. It really is. And it's a creative energy. They should be able to come up with a creative way to do this. What's on top? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it frustrates the shit out of them. Somebody's not making a decision. They're holding on to these dreams. It's what I've said before. They're afraid to move forward because their ridiculous sort of guerrilla logic is if I go forward and it fails, then I don't even have the dream to go back to. But what they're forgetting, the universe says, is they don't have anything to go back to anyway except choppy water. So you might as well try. But nobody making it. They're not making a decision here. They're just round and round and round. Why is it Two of Pentacles? Ace of Wands. They do and then they don't. I've been corrected by the universe. They do make a decision and then they blow out the match. Okay? It's that basically it's a reversed Ace of Wands energy when I read it that way. But I don't throw my cards, I keep them upright in the deck. But it's, yeah, so they do make a decision and then they change their mind. Round and round. Because the dream is safer. I know why. The dream is safer. They're an emotional child. I got it here, I got it here. In the soul, they're not. In the soul, they're not an emotional child. They just got to have a little faith in themselves. And they don't. If they had more faith in themselves, they'd be just fine. Okay. Listening to the wrong energy. Listening to the devil. Has you put faith in pentacle things. Practical things. Cars. Stuff. The fancy friends you've got. Things like that. That's all fluff. That's got nothing to do with who you really are. That's just the energy you're attracting. You know, and if you're hanging around with fluffy friends, you're just going to attract more fluffy friends. And it tells you something about your energy if fluffy people are attracted to you. No fluffy people are attracted to me. They know to steer clear. I'm repellent for them. I tell you what. Three of Pentacles. Tell me about this. Trying anything, trying to get something go. I'll plan the holiday party. Yeah, I'll do that. Anything just to keep me busy so I don't have to. Yeah, okay, fine. Three of Pentacles. Get real. Get real. I'll tell you what. You know what kicks up around the holiday season? Loneliness. And that's why that Queen of Cups been coming up very lonely lately. I'll tell you what. Yeah, look what's here. It's not going to work. That's the why the fuck are we here card. It's the Queen of Wands, right? The Queen of Wands, there it is. Yeah, It's just this. It's all just a front. It's all just pretending. It's all just I'm gonna get something else going. It's all just a distraction. It's all fluffy. I just got done talking about fluff, and I pulled the card of the fluffy person. What's on top? High Priestess. Trying to push it back. Trying to push it back. It's gonna fail. Why is the High Priestess here? The Magician. Yeah. Smoke and mirrors energy on the Magician. Alright? It's not. And again, the universe saying the energy itself has faith in this person. They can do this. This is the all the tools they need kind of bullshit read on the Magician card. But it is. It's someone who can do this. But somebody's playing smoke and mirrors in their own life. They're pretending that you're trying to get anything else going. And it's going to fall on their head, big time. And this here was the card before the cut. And after it came the devil. And I said that this was tied to the devil. This ties it to the devil because this is definitely tied to the devil. So, you know, it is what it is. They're going to learn this. That's the primary energy here. That's why the universe threw me the student. They'll figure it out. Whether it's in time or not, I don't know. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Let's talk about the Knight of Cups and their soul because it's a beautiful energy. Alright, it's beautiful. And in fact, the reason they want to distract themselves from the connection is because when they fantasize about it, it makes them want to come in. It fires this up. There's just fear here. Of course there's fear. We had the devil after the cut. It's all just listening to the wrong thing. The devil will say, no, you don't want to go in there. The devil energy, it exists up in your brain. It's that little voice in the back of your head that says, I know you quit drinking, but you could just stop in for a nip bottle. Maybe you could just have a nip bottle once in a while. Go on, just get one. You know, like that. It's that voice. It's the voice you shouldn't listen to, but most people do. Especially if they're in Queen of Wands type energy and King of Wands type energy. And that's greater than 80% of our society. Greater than 80% of our society listens to the last person who said something to them. Okay? Whatever it is, even if it's a voice in their head. The last one wins. And the last one is that's not how you do things. It is what it is. Alright. Knight of Cups. You don't want to get your information from just one damn source. Especially if that source is a little devil in your head. Alright. You need contrast to make proper decisions. This person has no contrast. Just a lot of fear. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. They're good. They're a good person in the soul. The Knight of Cups here. It's a beautiful energy. I'm not lying to you. It's nice. I'm not lying. And again, I'm not lying to you. It's crossed by the Hierophant. I mean, my God. I mean, they got a righteous soul here in November. It's probably in part because of the 1111 portal, but it's also in part because Saturn's going direct. And well, I'll pull on that at the beginning of the month. Yeah, I certainly will. It's just a beautiful energy here. All right, and the problem is the Hierophant can sometimes represent long-lasting changes, things that last a long time. And I think this person here feels safe, as they have for a long time, holding on to your energy, never really making a decision, because once you commit, you're in. And if do or die, win or lose, kind of a thing. But if you never commit, they are a bit of George Costanza. And I've said this before from Seinfeld, the famous episode where if they can't find me, they can't fire me. So he spends all day hiding under desks in the office. If they can't find me, they can't fire me. That's sort of what's happening here with this whole hiding and moving around. If I don't ever make a decision, then I won't lose it, right? And then my ego won't get hurt. It's stupid logic. It really is. What's on top? King of Pentacles. The soul itself is very stable within this person. Very stable. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. This is a good person in their soul. The way they behave in the 3D, you'd be hard pressed to see it, to find it. But this is a very good person. Why is the King of Pentacles here? You wouldn't be attracted to him if they weren't angel. It's temperance. Yeah, this is the universe probably this is a message for you. The universe wants you to know this is a very good person in their soul. The way they're behaving in the 3D is a product of listening to the wrong energy, listening to devil energy instead of angel energy. The angel energy exists here. It's trying to cancel it out, and they keep shutting it down. They keep distracting themselves through it. If they can't find me, they can't fire me. It's that kind of energy. They're hiding. And I don't think that's right, but it is what it is. It's a product of their upbringing. It's core programming within them. It's a fear of being vulnerable. It's the karmic debt of the DM side of this particular soulmate cycle. All right, Six of Swords, universe says here. This is what it wants to talk about. Okay, I'll talk about it. Why is the Six of Swords here? What do you want to tell me? Tell me something. Okay, that's it. We all done. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Feeling the burn for sure. It's crossed by 3 swords. Yeah, I got both cards. The 5 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. Both cards of these end the separation phase in the soulmate cycle. Somebody's going to learn a hard lesson here in November. So maybe that makes your heart feel good. That somebody on this side here, whoever this incoming energy is that's attached to you, they're going to learn a hard lesson. They're going to learn that if you don't go towards this, if you never make a decision, you get this. If you go backwards, you get this. They got to make a decision here. It's what I said about justice. A decision has to be made. Everything's falling in. This is probably a person who during the month of November, and again, I'm not a fucking Time Lord, but we're doing a November reading. This is probably a person who's going to feel like their world is closing in on them. That's part of that urgency I felt in the pre-shuffle. All right, they're going to feel like their whole world is closing in on them. They're going to feel cornered. Now, what they do when they're cornered depends on your person. You're all dealing with different people. Some people, when they're cornered, hide. right? They run and hide. And just close their eyes and hope nothing happens. Like people that are afraid of roller coasters. Some people will close their eyes while they're on the roller coaster and put their head down and not look, which is far worse. They don't even realize it, but it's far worse. Other people, when they're cornered, stand up and fight. So it could cut both ways. Either way, they learn a fucking lesson. What's on top? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. While they're not making, this is read with the Two of Pentacles, while they're not making a decision about all this and blowing out the Ace of Wands, yeah, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. While they're doing that, you're thriving. They're picking up on your energy, which is causing a lot of the stress, causing a lot of the worry. It's just driving the Three Swords in more. Because somebody else is going to snatch you up. Some of you have already been snatched up by somebody else. All right? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? The World. Yeah. Because your life is changing and theirs isn't. And they pick up on that. You're connected to this person. They pick up on it. Your life is changing and theirs isn't. And that's really what it is. It's the bottom line. Again, and if they don't do something here, if they keep you in limbo, you're just going to move. You're moving into new energy. A new phase is starting for you. It's all creating the urgency I talked about. I just said I understand the urgency now based on what I pulled here. And yeah, I get it. I get it. They're picking up on your energy. So what's going on here? Page of Pentacles. Our final outcome. It is a card of communication. It can be in certain contexts. Dare I say, I don't feel like it is right now. I can't put my finger on it. I hate that. It really pisses me off when I can't put my finger on it. All right, well, we'll just see what happens when we clarify. All right. And I think that's it. I think I just hit it. As I have to swim in this energy to do these readings. They can't find the words. So rather than come in and look stupid, they're going to distract themselves with something else. I don't think they can find the words any more than I could find the words to describe the way that makes me feel. All right. On the communication front. On the student front, they're about to learn a hard lesson. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? What's the final on this? November. Knight of Swords. The environmental energy of this card is they are well aware. They're going to figure out that they should probably reach out, that they should probably communicate. Okay? They're going to figure that out anyway. But there's a but. Where's the but? Where is it? Yeah. They're going to figure out that communicating brings the justice. There's the justice right there, wanting to get happy. It's tied to a sun and a chariot that's also underneath the deck. Yeah, I get that. What's on top? Eight of Pentacles, distracting themselves. Red with the High Priestess, keeping things quiet. Yeah, they're going to learn that maybe this isn't the best move. It's not the best move. Okay, why is the Eight of Pentacles here? God, this reading, I love tarot. I do. I took a peek. It's perfect. A card before the cut was the Queen of Wands, with everything falling on their head, tied to a devil. Our crossing energy here was the Queen of Wands, tied to a devil, and everything falling on their head and blah, blah, blah. We talked about it. Queen of Wands come back. Yeah, there it is. It's red with the Magician. It's all a big feedback loop. It's their backward logic. It's their, I don't want to take a chance, but if I don't take a chance, it's Three Swords, but if I go back. This is someone whose world is closing in on them here in November. Their whole world. They can't stay where they are. This is falling apart. The front is falling apart. They can't even put up smoke and mirrors to pretend they're happy. They can't distract themselves anymore. And that's why the environmental energy is communication and justice. And I've got a Seven of Cups that wants to show itself and a Nine of Wands. Somebody here might be an excuse machine that might hold them back and put up a wall. Well, I'll wait until, waiting for the right moment kind of thing, or waiting till they have their shit together in some area so they can look like the big man or the big woman, whatever. That's possible. But really, again, somebody's going to learn a lesson here that you can't distract yourselves from something that you can have. It's one thing, a fantasy, fine. But this isn't just a fantasy. This connection is a real energy. You could take advantage of it by just acknowledging it and dipping into it and seeing what it has to teach you about yourself, about how you love, why you love. It's a way of opening up your soul so you can see who you really are. When you know who you really are, you know where you've been and you know where you're going. And you're going somewhere good because it's a high vibration energy. It's just, a lot of this is an energy here. This incoming energy is someone who's put their faith in the wrong things. They put their faith in the job or the status or the pentacles of some kind. That's all fluff. You take away the job, you take away the money, what are they left with? Nothing. It's all about the soul. That's eternal. And this connection is eternal. It's something that's been around a long time. It's a very powerful connection. I think the DF side, it looks like the universe even saying it, is learning from it. The DF side is moving into a whole new territory here, and they pick up on that, and it's creating a lot of urgency. So will they reach out? Again, like I said, the ones that learn the lesson, the ones that when they're cornered fight, they will reach out. The ones that when they're in the corner go and hide again, they'll continue to hide, and those three swords will get driven in deeper and deeper and deeper as they do. Let's go back to the original deck here, the Light Seer. Let's pull 3 cards from the bottom. I've got a devil in this reading, so it's going to be an interesting extended because I'm going to pull on the Queen of Wands and the devil. The Queen of Wands has come up in this reading 3 times, and it is always, because it came out before the cut, tied to a devil, which came out after it in the cut. So it's going to be, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole with it and see what's going on. I will also pull on you in the extended for November. I'll open with that to get some contrast. I'll pull a pyramid and a timeline if I think it's applicable. And I'll pull whatever readings, I need to pull. Usually my extendeds are anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour. I don't expect this one will be any less. All right. What else you want to tell everybody? 3 cards and a crossing card. What do you got, universe? We won't say here to my viewers. 7. Yeah, we definitely do it extended now. 7 swords, mild devil energy. The devil. The Queen of Pentacles. And look who came back. The 5 of Cups that was with the Justice. But right now we're just taking it as a standalone 5 of Cups energy. Somebody here. This is your energy attached to this, okay? This is hard to explain, but in the base energy here, I've got someone who is feeling the shame of listening to the devil. That's one way I could put it. But what the devil is trying to say, what their inner voice that's attached to this static devil energy, okay, we're not talking about somebody with a pitchfork and horns or anything. What it's trying to tell them is that you're not as great as they think or feel you are. Okay? That's their excuse for not coming in. That, in and of itself, that bullshit, okay? That bullshit is going to generate a lot of this. Alright? A lot of 5 of Cups type energy. This is someone who's going to go outside quite a bit. Who's going to be fairly somber throughout this month. This is someone, again, is going to feel like the whole world is closing in. If you want to equate the feeling, when you realize you've been listening to the wrong thing and you catch yourself making stupid excuses about somebody that you really view as 10 Cups, as Knight of Cups, as angel energy, when you find yourself doing that, it's a bit of the feeling of someone died. It's a bit of a loss type feeling. And that's probably what they're going to be feeling. Because their true self and the soul is nothing like that. So in effect, by behaving this way, they lose themselves. So when we do that, it feels like someone died. It is a loss type feeling. So that's your reading. Again, we can't make them do anything. We can't make somebody. You don't want someone like this anyway. They need to figure it out. They're still running. They're just holding on to the fantasy here quite a bit. But I would say it's not their fault. I would try to make excuses and say it's this devil here who's come up for a second time. But that's not really an excuse. Because if I had listened to my core programming growing up as a kid, I'd be some party animal doing lines 5 times a day and a raging alcoholic and stick framing houses or something like that, not followed any of my dreams. I didn't listen to my core programming. I looked at my parents. I don't really want to be like that. It's not how I saw myself as something different. I saw knowledge out there and I wanted the knowledge and I went for it. So again, with the soul they have, they shouldn't, their core programming from childhood, if they came up that way, it shouldn't have affected them in the way it has here. So again, sometimes we get addicted to this kind of energy. It feeds itself. It's junk food energy, and it's very easy to get addicted to it and get sucked into it. It is what it is. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, have your head checked. But if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Now I got Devils and Queen of Wands and all kinds of stuff to pull on, including you. So I'm going to go do that. The link for the extended is in the description. Stay tuned starting tomorrow for the Zodiac fly-through for the month of November. Begins with Aries, ends with Pisces. All right. Good luck.